Most importantly, thank you to all the 35,000 people who have signed our petitions. The vast majority of supporters are our good neighbors from Mexico.
One of the darkest moments in Hollywood happened in the 1940s and 1950s. The entertainment industry became a political weapon to deal with Americans who shared ties with the left wing or the then popular communist ideologies. Many Hollywood actors became major victims of this negative incident. Shocking, right? Join us as we explore the top 21 celebrities who old Hollywood secretly blacklisted. Number 21. Martin Gabel. Martin Gabel is one of the prominent players in old Hollywood. He was uniquely popular for his unique voice and creative work in radio, film, and television. Martin's deep and resonant voice made him a top choice for narrating documentaries, commercials, and films. He is also credited with hosting various radio shows. Beyond his excellent narrating skills, Martin is a great actor, one of the few actors in the Hollywood Golden Age who can seamlessly interpret any role. He is credited for his excellent role in movies like The Man with the Golden Arm. Martin is also a major actor in the movie The Untouchables, the interesting TV series that ruled the entertainment airspace between 1959 and 1963. Alongside these great movies, his hard work and creativity earned him a significant role in other TV shows, including The Twilight Zone and Alfred Hitchcock Presents, among others. However, Martin was secretly blacklisted. This unexpected incident cast a large shadow over his thriving career. The great narrator and actor was blacklisted during the Red Scare era, which took place in the 1940s and 1950s. Although there is no exact information on when he was blacklisted, investigation revealed that he was part of the large numbers of Hollywood celebrities who faced the House Un-American Activities Committee due to a perceived connection with the communist left-wing organizations. The blacklisting had a significant negative impact on Martin's career. Still, the very creative and hard-working actor managed to overcome it by leveraging his distinctive voice, which led to high demand for various projects. Number 20. Gordon Kahn. Gordon Kahn is another prominent Hollywood figure whose career was targeted by the blacklisting of the 1940s and 50s in Hollywood. Gordon is celebrated for his irreplaceable screenwriting talent, one of the best in the 40s and 50s era. He started his screenwriting career way back in the 1930s. A list of his notable screenplay works includes Christmas in July and A Guy Named Joe. Unfortunately, a major setback struck his fast-rising screenwriting career in 1947, after it was revealed that he was part of Hollywood celebrities summoned to testify about their alleged ties to communism. In the course of the summoning, he lost his big contract with Warner Brothers Studios. He was among the people fired by Warner Bros. During their clampdown against the Hollywood 10. Following the extreme incident, Gordon attempted to evade the ensuing legal proceedings by fleeing to Mexico. He lived in Mexico with his family and continued to write under pseudonyms for various publications, including Holiday and Atlantic Monthly. After the flood of the blacklist era receded, Gordon's career had already been irreparably damaged. Although he tried to find a way for himself in the industry, the competition at that time was too intense, causing him to lose his relevance. Number 19. Irving Pichel. Irving Pichel is an iconic American actor and film director whose lasting impact has paved the way for other actors and actresses. The Pittsburgh-born actor made his first acting career role in 1930. He advanced his career by appearing in notable movies such as An American Tragedy, Madame Butterfly, and the popular horror film Dracula's Daughter. Pichel's creativity led him to explore career opportunities in film directing. He landed his first directing job in 1932, pouring his directing energy into the movie The Most Dangerous Game. He also directed great movies like The Pied Piper and The Moon is Down. Pichel didn't stop there. He also directed the award-winning movie Destination Moon in 1950. The movie won an Oscar for special visual effects. This achievement grafted Pichel into the list of highly demanded directors in the 1940s and 50s era. Unfortunately, he was part of the movie practitioners hunted by the Hollywood blacklist. This unpleasant reality took the wind out of Pichel's fast-growing career. He was accused of showing sympathies for the community's parties. Although he was wrongly accused, he was later cleared of the allegation. The aftermath of the incident proved to be devastating. The once successful actor and director lost his momentum and struggled to get his career back on track in Hollywood, but every attempt proved unsuccessful. He eventually left the United States to work on projects like Martin Luther and Day of Triumph. Another impact the blacklisting had on Pichel was on his health. It was recorded that the stress and pressure of the situation contributed to the decline of his health, leading to his eventual passing away due to a heart attack in 1954. Number 18. Lillian Hellman. Lillian Hellman took the defiant path during the Hollywood blacklisting crisis. Lillian is a renowned American playwright, screenwriter, and memoirist. Her career's selling point lies in her sharp wit, strong moral compass, and, strangely, the contradictory opinion, left-wing politics. She is credited with writing the movies The Children's Hour, The Little Foxes, and Watch on the Rhine. Each of these scripts tells a captivating story, addressing societal ills. Another big highlight in Lillian's career was her relationship with Dashiell Hammett, a fellow writer who also doubles as her partner. The duo worked together to produce highly creative work. It is no surprise that they were both involved in the blacklisting crisis during the McCarthy era. Unlike other Hollywood celebrities who fidget when summoned to testify before the House Un-American Activities Committee over their tie with the Communist Party, Lillian portrayed a very bold character, refusing to answer questions about her political connection. She stood her ground, citing her right to privacy. The result of the 1952 legal brawls was being blacklisted by the film industry. Lillian was banned from working on movie projects, leading to a significant reduction in her income and creative expression. However, the resilient actress found her way through the opposing situation. She shifted to working in the theater. The decision gave her more opportunities to express herself freely. Her great works during this time were The Autumn Garden and Toys in the Attic. Fortunately, these movies earned a great reception from audiences and critics. Number 17. John Randolph. Another creative actor who is remarkably credited for their excellent voice and strong stage presence is John Randolph. The Golden Age Hollywood actor played a major role in the big success of theater and radio in the 1930s to 1950s before the issue of Hollywood blacklisting caused a strain. The highly creative actor appeared in films like Serpico and You've Got Mail. He was also part of the actors who acted in popular TV shows like The Twilight Zone and Law and Order, among others. Randolph didn't escape the Hollywood blacklisting season. He was blacklisted in the 1950s. The result was his work being barred from the Hollywood circle. Finding his way around this situation, he started producing his works under the pseudonym John Michael. After the decline of the blacklisting era, Randolph was still able to get his relevance back in Hollywood. The result of this resilient act made his career survive multiple decades, making a lasting impact. Number 16. John Garfield. John Garfield is one of the actors who pioneered the gang star role in the early years of acting. Being a gangster himself, he was involved in street gangs, exposed to extreme poverty, and was raised by his father and various relatives after his mother's demise. John's hard life didn't stop his desire for an acting career. Pursuing his passion, he won a scholarship to a drama school and eventually joined the prestigious Group Theater. On joining the Group Theater, he began to appear in stage productions in the 1930s, taking his first film role in the 1938 movies Four Daughters. The highly successful role won him an Academy Award nomination for Best Supporting Actor. Following the award nomination, his career experienced a big surge. He gained popularity for his rebellious characters and roles in movies like Dust Be My Destiny and The Sea Wolf. John's career reached its peak in the 1940s. He became a sought-after actor in the Hollywood circle, leading him to take major roles in top-rated movies like The Postman Always Rings, Twice, Humoresque, and Gentleman's Agreement. Unfortunately, he was faced with his greatest nightmare after being accused of of sustaining ties with communism. A blacklisting punctuated John's fast-growing career. In the early 1950s, he was summoned to defend himself against any connection with the communist movement ongoing in the entertainment industry. John's refusal to mention the names of people who could be affiliated with communist groups put his career on the line. Within this unpleasant crisis, he lost his life on the 21st of May, 1952. Many assumed the blacklisting issue was one of the triggers to his sudden declined health, thereby worsening his heart issue and leading to his eventual demise. However, it is John's great effort in inventing a unique acting style that continues to be a source of inspiration for generations to come. Number 15. Norman Lloyd. Norman Lloyd, who passed away on the 11th of May, 2021 at the very ripe age of 106 years, is one of the longest-living Golden Age actors. He was a successful actor, producer, and director. The group theater nurtured Norman's acting career. The highly influential company played a significant role in shaping Hollywood superstars. Their great achievements include the big names like Elia Kazan and Lee Strasberg. Sailing through his movie career, he appeared in a wide range of films and TV shows. Most notable is his role in Alfred Hitchcock's Saboteur and the popular TV series St. Elsewhere, which aired between 1982 and 1988. Norman's role as Dr. Daniel Auslander endeared him to the hearts of large numbers of audiences worldwide. Norman's movie exploits did not end in acting. He was also active behind the camera. The highly creative movie artist is credited for directing episodes of television shows like Alfred Hitchcock Presents, and also producing documentaries. Norman didn't escape Hollywood's anti-communist movement of the 1940s and 50s. He was summoned before the House Un-American Activities Committee to testify against alleged involvement in any communist movement and ideology. Norman wasn't found guilty of the offense, therefore, he wasn't formally blacklisted. However, the fact that he was included on the wrong list caused him a great deal of hostility in the movie industry. Why was he included in the list when he appeared innocent? It was revealed that Norman established connections with associations, organizations, and individuals who were likely supporters of the Communist Party. Although this claim wasn't verified, its impact made a significant dent in Norman's growing career in the 1950s. However, he managed to find his way out of the ditch. Number 14. Will Lee. Will Lee was an American actor and comedian. He was one of the iconic actors who began acting in the 1930s. He appeared in different stage productions, films, and television shows. The biggest of them all was Sesame Street. Lee was one of the prominent actors in the popular children's television show. Joan Gans Cooney created the show in 1969. It stood out as one of the most remarkable educational children's television shows. Lee played the role of Mr. Hooper in the show. He had a profound influence while acting in the show, emerging as a household name and one of the most cherished characters among children. Will continued in the show till his passing away in 1982. Although he achieved success after the decline of the 1940s and 50s season of Hollywood blacklisting, that did not make him free from controversy. He was indeed blacklisted during the Red Scare due to allegations of sharing a connection with communism. Lee was summoned for an investigation by the House Un-American Activities Committee. Responding to the summons, he refused to answer questions on the allegations laid against him, hereby invoking his Fifth Amendment rights. Lee's silent action was to prevent making answers that could lead to incrimination. Following his daring act in the court, he was blacklisted. The result of the blacklisting created a slowdown in Lee's acting career. He was unable to find work in the entertainment industry. Due to desperation, he began to work under pseudonyms and resorted to taking smaller roles. Thanks to the Sesame Street role, Lee's career in Hollywood would have ended terribly. Number 13. Richard Collins. Richard Collins was an American screenwriter who took up his career journey between the 1930s and 40s. His first accredited film was Rulers of the Sea in 1939, for which he wrote the screenplay in partnership with Frank Cavett and Talbot Jennings. He went on to work on movies such as One Crowded Night, Lady Scarface, China Venture, Pay or Die, and many other notable works. He was also a producer. The movies he produced are Bonanza and Matlock. Richard also also became involved in the blacklisting crisis of the 1950s, undergoing the HUAC investigation process. The talented screenwriter didn't want to take the hard road. Therefore, he cooperated through the interrogation, mentioning the names of alleged communists in the industry. Did that give him an easy way out of the industry's hostility? Unfortunately, it didn't. He faced the same consequences generally as people under the blacklisting condition. He developed challenges getting work under his name, leading him to work under pseudonyms. He struggled through his career with the scars of blacklisting. Number 12. Howard Koch. Have you come across the movie Casablanca before? The timeless classic is popular for its memorable lines, iconic characters, and historical significance. It is no surprise that the romantic drama won 3 Academy Awards in 1943. Do you know the brains behind the movie? That takes us to Howard Koch, the renowned American screenwriter and playwright. He co-wrote Casablanca with Julius and Philip Epstein. The 3 creative writers were able to go home with the Best Screenwriter Award in the 1943 Academy Awards. That is not the only great work of Howard Koch. He also wrote the infamous 1938 script The War of the Worlds, which allegedly caused a nationwide panic in 1938. Other popular works from Howard are The Seahawk in 1940 and Letter from an Unknown Woman in 1948, among others. Howard stepped into 1951 with great career prospects. Little did he know that a big crisis awaited him. He was affected by the House Un-American Activities Committee investigation. Following the investigation, he was blacklisted. Not willing to see his career die suddenly, he resorted to writing under the pseudonym Peter Howard. He did this for several years until he eventually cleared his name. Number 11. Robert Rossen. Robert Rossen had a long-lasting career in Hollywood spanning almost 3 decades. He is a versatile celebrity, taking roles as a film director, screenwriter, and producer. In his quest to make a name in the movie industry, he moved to Hollywood in 1937. He landed a job at Warner Brothers Production Company, and from there, he began writing screenplays during his stay at Warner Brothers. Following his success in acting, he progressed to movie directing. His work as a director was Johnny O'Clock, followed by Body and Soul. Robert made his biggest success in 1949 after making the breakthrough movie All the King's Men. The movie won 3 Academy Awards, while Robert won a nomination for Best Director. At this point, the issue of blacklisting raised a significant concern amid great career pomp. The House Un-American Activities Committee summoned Robert in 1951 and 1953. During the investigation, he mentioned the names of 57 people who were part of the communist movement. The revelation earned him a blacklist. Unlike other Hollywood celebrities, Robert persevered through the blacklisting saga with determination. He was able to produce successful movies such as Mambo. 2 years after being blacklisted, the highly resilient actor moved ahead to work on several movies before his retirement. Number 10. Waldo Salt. Waldo Salt had a thriving career as a screenwriter starting in the 1930s. He worked on films like The Bride Wore Red and Shop-Worn Angel. Other notable works done by Waldo were Rachel and the Stranger, and The Flame and The Arrow. Waldo got caught in the terrible storm that blew through Hollywood in the 1950s. He was part of the large number of celebrities accused of being involved with the Communist Party. During this dark moment, he decided to write under a pseudonym. It was during this challenging moment that he worked for British television. He also penned the iconic movie The Adventures of Robin Hood. A few years after the blacklisting storm receded, Waldo returned to Hollywood and worked on big movie projects. His post-blacklist career accounts for great movies like Midnight Cowboy, Serpico, and Coming Home. Waldo's legacy endures. There is a special award named after Waldo Salt at the Sundance Film Festival. The award is given to a standout screenwriter every year. Number 9. Lena Horne. Lena Horne began her musical journey as a teenager. The 16-year-old dedicated singer joined the Cotton Club in Harlem, a renowned nightclub. She continued to shine in music through the major part of the 1930s. Moving into 1938, she gave acting a good try. She took her first movie role in The Duke Is Tops. The success of the movie earned the beautiful musician-turned-actress a contract at MGM Studios. Working with MGM Records, she appeared in films like Cabin in the Sky and Stormy Weather. She also appeared in Ziegfeld Follies and Till the Clouds Roll. At the peak of Lena's success, she was involved in the Red Scare crisis and Blacklist. The effect of the blacklisting on Lena's career was enormous. She lost her contract with MGM Records, was banned from performing at certain venues, and had her films and performances scrutinized. Lena didn't permit herself to be destroyed by these strong challenges. Rather, she acted resilient. She continued to perform, advocate for civil rights, and support African American artists. The result of her unwavering faith has made her a recipient of 4 Grammy Awards, a Tony Award, and other honors. Number 8. George Tyne. George Tyne is a golden-era actor and director with a career spanning over 4 decades. Tyne started his acting career under the name Buddy Yaros in the 1940s. Within this period, he took uncredited roles in The Dancing Master, Objective, Burma, and A Walk in the Sun. Tyne was among several artists secretly blacklisted by the Hollywood industry. He was summoned for an interview to reveal the names of people aligning with the communist ideology. The HUAC couldn't achieve its target in Tyne as he refused to cooperate with them. He cited the Fifth Amendment right, acting carefully to make statements that would not incriminate him. The reaction of HUAC was extreme. Tyne was banned from acting. To avoid the judgment, he worked under pseudonyms and explored other means to evade the ban on his career. Within his battle with the unpleasant barrier against his career, he was acquitted of every charge in 1961. In the middle of 1960s, his career picked up again. He was able to direct highly successful movies and act in top movies until 1980, when he retired. Number 7. Karen Morley. Karen Morley is another actress whose career suffered a great setback following the Hollywood blacklist incident. Karen started her journey into Hollywood in the early 1930s. She appeared in various films, including Inspiration and Scarface. Morley's display of professionalism in these debut movies led to a significant contract with MGM Studios. Working for the studio, she was given acting roles in The Phantom of the Opera and Our Daily Bread. Unfortunately, Morley's success at MGM Records was short-lived due to allegations made against her by the House Un-American Activities Committee. She was alleged to have ties with the communists, and her outspoken views on social justice were brought into question. The blacklisting cast a big shadow on Morley's career success. She lost her contract with MGM Studios, and finding work became almost impossible. However, she managed to make occasional appearances in films and television, including the reputable ones in the 1960s. Due to her unyielding career, Morley dedicated a big portion of her energy to advocacy for social justice and human rights till her demise. Number 6. Marsha Hunt. Marsha Hunt had a long-lasting career that survived through the old Hollywood into the new Hollywood of the 20th century, making a total of 8 decades. Hunt started acting in the 1930s, making her a major player of Golden Age Hollywood. Her earliest movies include The Virginia Judge, These Glamour Girls, and Pride and Prejudice, among others. She was deeply committed to activism, serving as a voice for social justice and human rights. These highly political acts, coupled with a perceived connection with communism and support for left-wing ideology, led her into the Hollywood blacklist trap. She was summoned for the popular investigation by the government body in charge. She couldn't clear herself of the allegation, hence receiving the popular blacklist stamp on her career. The blacklisting ultimately harmed her acting career. Like others in her situation, she was unable to secure regular opportunities in the film and television industry. However, she demonstrated remarkable resilience by successfully taking on occasional roles in prominent films. Number 5. Judy Holliday. Talk about an all-round actress. The hard-working and highly versatile Judy Holliday fits perfectly in the description. She was an actress, comedian, and singer. The beginning of the 1940s marked Holliday's rise to fame. The New York-born artist began her career as part of a nightclub act called The Reviewers. She performed alongside Betty Comden, Adolph Green, and others in New York City nightclubs, gaining wide popularity. Soon after the nightclub performance success, she landed her breakthrough role in 1946, replacing Arthur in Born Yesterday, a Broadway production of Garson Kanan's play. The wonderful performance earned her an Academy Award for Best Actress and a Golden Globe Award. She starred in other notable movies, including Adam's Rib and The Marrying Kind, among others. Holliday's career faced two difficult challenges. The first was the alleged ties to communism and the investigation regarding that, and the struggle with breast cancer in 1960. Although she was able to overcome the blacklisting controversy with a significant negative impact on her career, she couldn't with cancer. The fast-rising and award-winning actress gave up to cancer on the 7th of June, 1965, at the age of 43. Number 4. Madie Christian. Madie Christian is another actress secretly blacklisted by Old Hollywood. The passionate Austrian-American actress began her acting career on stage in Vienna, Austria. Her great performance gave her an opportunity on the German stage in Berlin. In the 1920s, she upped her game by transitioning to film production. During this time, she became a prominent figure in German and Austrian production. However, in her quest for more fame and a wider audience, she emigrated to the United States. Due to her good acting record, getting a career opportunity didn't cost her a sweat. In Hollywood, she appeared in notable films such as Come With Me and The Woman in the Window. Christian's origin in a country that championed the communist movement makes her a big suspect in the Hollywood anti-communist movement. Since people with less connection to communist ideology got themselves scrutinized by the Hollywood Un-American system, however, the impact of the blacklisting was heavy on Christian's career, leading her to struggle. During this crisis, she passed away on the 28th of October, 1951. Number 3. Edith Atwater. The versatile American actress, Edith Atwater, wasn't left out of the Hollywood blacklisting allegations. Although she demonstrated remarkable resilience, her career was potentially limited. Edith's journey into acting started in her 18th year. She made her popular Broadway appearance in 1931, acting in the play Springtime for Henry. Other movies she appeared in before the blacklisting challenges included The Body Snatcher, as well as Broadway performances of The Man Who Came to Dinner and The Country Wife, among others. Following the challenging blacklisting incident, she was able to struggle her way through, thereby appearing in movies like Sweet Smell of Success, True Grit, and Family Plot, as well as a couple of other television shows. Number 2. Howard Duff. Howard started his career working for radio stations in the early 1940s, serving as announcer of the Armed Forces radio service before transitioning into acting in the middle of 1940s. Duff gained significant recognition in his role as Sam Spade in the Adventures of Sam Spade radio series, aired between 1946 and 1950. However, his first on-screen performance was in Brute Force. He also appeared in other notable films, such as The Naked City and All My Sons. He took on other roles in movies such as The Red Canyon, Calamity Jane, and Sam Bass, among others. Duff was alleged to share connections with left-wing organizations, including his wife, Ida Lupino. Following the allegation, he was questioned by United States authorities. He was able to scale through them. Yet, the allegation and blacklist story had a big impact on his career. Initially, he worked under pseudonyms or occasionally collaborated with producers who weren't strictly enforcing the blacklist. All in all, he was able to build up a successful momentum for his career. Duff continued to enjoy great relevance in the Hollywood industry till his passing away. Number 1. Howard Da Silva. Another Howard is on the list, but this particular Howard is different. He is not just an accomplished actor, he was also a well-celebrated singer. As a singer, his most notable acting role was Judd Fry in the popular Broadway production of Oklahoma, produced by Rodgers and Hammerstein. The talented actor appeared in other notable films and television shows. Among the list are They Got Me Covered and 77 Sunset Strip. Howard was also a victim of the Red Scare blacklisting in the 1940s and 50s. He suffered a significant career setback due to this discriminatory and aggressive Hollywood act. Judging by the big negative impact of the old Hollywood blacklisting scandal, what is your opinion of the system? Is it good or bad? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Before you go, watch the other videos on your screen.